What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back with a video. And today's video is actually my Wakanda Forever box office update video. And this is going to be for the second weekend. I told you I'm probably going to do these at least for another 6 or 7, 8 weeks or so. But again, I'll link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So Black Panther Wakanda Forever, it made $546.3 million. And it dropped off exactly around 67.3 million domestically, and it's specifically it's a 63% drop. I guess it's better than what they expected. I guess the industry was hoping 70 or more million for the second weekend, but you gotta realize the first Black Panther movie dropped 45% and made 111 million. So it shows you there's a lot of problems with this movie, even though it made. Listen, the movie's not a flop. Everyone's like, I see online and on YouTube, they're like, oh, the movie's a flop. No. The movie's making profit. It's just a financial disappointment and underperforming film compared to the first Black Panther. And also you got to realize is that this Black Panther movie is more expensive than the original one because this one's a $250 million budget. The marketing's probably like 150, probably even more, but like 100 plus million more. It really needs to make, what Disney and everybody else saying, it needs to make 625 million to break even. To be honest, and let's just be realistic, right? If you're adding the budget, which is 250 million, you add the marketing at 155 million, add that together, 400 million. So the movie really needs to make like 800 plus million just to make a profit. And again, the movie is doing better than Thor. Like, it's gonna make more money than Thor: Love and Thunder. It's gonna make less than Doctor Strange. So the problem is that a lot of people are looking like, why did this go wrong? What happened? Things like that. And I'm gonna break it down to you why a lot of this stuff is happening and stuff like that. Because honestly, this movie should be $1 billion movie. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not saying it should have to be 1.6 or 1.8 billion, but at least should be able to hit $1 billion. I don't care what anyone says, right? There's a bunch of factors why. I'm going to keep it honest, right? Number one, you alienated black men and whites a lot more with this movie than the first one. This to me reminds me of The Last Jedi, but for the black community. It's very, very divided, especially with the black community and just Marvel fans and people in general, stuff like that. Very, very divisive political film, and it's very, really dark. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you go into the funeral, you come out of a funeral. That's pretty much what it is. It's not a feel-good kind of movie like the first one did. I'm going to break down why. This is what I personally think. Number one, you alienate black men, you alienated Caucasians. Number one, you try to go in this MCU or the Me Too movement feminist agenda route, and then you try to appeal to only the woke Twitter activist crowd, and then you made it into this black girl magic film. And let's be honest, a lot of the black women, they're watching Bleach. They're watching Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives. You know what I mean? You have a lot of women right now playing the new Pokemon game. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They don't give a damn about Wakanda Forever. Now, if you would have appealed to black men and black boys, trust me, and would have recast Black Panther, trust me, this movie would have easily made $1 billion. Whites would have gone to see it because Black Panther was on the same level popularity-wise as Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America, like just talking about like the merchandise, toys, and video games and stuff like that. They would have gone out to see it. So now you have no king, you have nobody. You have a Black Panther movie with no Black Panther. It's incredibly stupid, right? And I obviously broke down my reasons why the movie, the review and stuff like that. Also, another thing as well is that you have the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War anime that's kicking Wakanda Forever's ass. Also, it's destroying Hollywood in general because anime and video games are on the rise and they're just blowing up. Let's just keep it honest, right? So you have Bleach going against it. And another thing as well is that if you look at the numbers, the domestic numbers and international numbers are a lot weaker than it was with the first Black Panther movie. You could just look at it. And I know they're trying to bank on Thanksgiving as the big thing to boost up Black Panther. I do think it'll do a little bit better. It'll get a little bit more money. But if the word of mouth is not great and it's not perfect, it's not like the first one where it's dropping 45% like in the second weekend, there's no chance that this movie hit $1 billion. And if it does, I'll take a L and say, hey, I ate crow and Yeah, I was wrong, but this movie's definitely not hitting no $1 billion. Now it will be profitable. It will definitely make some profit, maybe like a 100 million, maybe $50 million more in profit. But I think investors and shareholders and the people who work, the movie theater owners, the people who handle the toys are going to be on Disney and Marvel's ass left and right. And a lot of it's because they want to go in this MCU route. And I saw an article where every single major male Avenger has been replaced by a female. So they're already messing up already. I already hear about the Thunderbolts. They're going to have Leia Florence Pugh be the leader of the Thunderbolts. I'm like, listen, y'all going to keep crashing and burning your whole entire Marvel superhero franchise to the point where they're going to end up like the Westerns. And I do personally think that Hollywood is going to go into the anime and video game live action market. They're going to go that route very soon. Because I already see things even now. Like they're doing a Dungeons and Dragons live action movie. They're going to look for other nerd properties as well. Because they can't rely on a superhero thing because people are getting tired of the superhero fatigue. It's getting superhero fatigue. The movies are really not that good or they're very mixed with people. And it's just very cookie cutter and formula. And another thing is that with the movies, they just haven't been that good. Let's just keep it honest. Like there's no way the box office and the engagement of movie theater going turnout is this low. And another thing is what hurting Black Panther right now, at least internationally, is that the World Cup just started. So a lot of if you guys don't know, like World Cup when it comes to soccer, when the World Cup happens, a lot of movies get hurt financially at the box office because people are so engaged with the World Cup, they kind of just stop everything else and just watch that. So that's a whole big thing that's going to happen. And I just think, Black Panther, they just messed up. You know what I mean? They took a L. And there's really nothing they could do. Yeah, they'll make a couple million in profit, but the merchandise ain't doing it well. The boys and men haven't really shown up. The women don't really care about it like that. This movie is literally Woman King and a superhero movie just with blacks and Latinos. So Disney, Marvel, they messed up, man. This is what it is. And I do think, in my personal opinion, this is my personal guess, I do think they recast him if they do a Black Panther 3. And it just shows you that, they messed up. They were dumbasses. I don't care what anyone says. And another thing as well, I know these guys, excuse my French, but I know these guys are full of shit. These actors and, Ryan Coogler and everybody else as well. And Jake Peg, Rihanna, everybody else, right? You notice how in the first couple weeks, everybody was like, pray for Chadwick. They're using this black man's death to capitalize and try to boost up the box office and make $1 billion, right? You notice in the second weekend, all those actors and actresses, Coogler, Bob Chapek, Rihanna, everybody else who's Nate Moore, all the producers, Melissa Milano, you notice none of them are saying, rest in peace, Chadwick. Oh, Chadwick, this is for his legacy. I said this before. I told you guys this weeks ago. If the movie flops or underperforms, they're going to act like that Chadwick Boseman legacy thing never existed. And what happened? We're in the second week of the movie, and they're not even talking about Chadwick Boseman. None of the actors, none of these actresses, not the directors, not Disney, not Marvel. So it shows you everybody else with Chadwick Boseman's death, they're all full of shit. That's just what it is. But it's true. Because if y'all really cared about this man's legacy, you would have recasted him, and you want to use his death, which he tried, his sickness and everything like that. Chadwick Boseman kept it private for a reason, and then you try to exploit it to make money and dollars and try to make people feel guilty to go see your movie, and now it's not doing well in the box office. So that's something I have to throw out, So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Why do you think Wakanda Forever is not doing well at the box office? Why do you think it's underperforming? Why hasn't it hit $1 billion? I personally think Bleach, there's just so many other reasons why, and I broke down why, but it's just so many factors that went into this movie not hitting what the numbers were supposed to do. And again, we'll see what happens with Thanksgiving. I might be wrong. It might do a lot better than normal because people are out of work and school and stuff like that. So, again, let me know. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you use comment section below. Tell me what you guys think about this box office. Just let me know in an honest point of view. That's really it. Take care and bye and have a great day.